will be providing an installation demonstration for the DragonWave Lite system. As is mentioned in the product overview, the Lite system is DragonWave's sub-6 GHz point-to-point small cell backhaul solution. The Lite system uses MIMO technology, which offers a significant increase in throughput by allowing the system to utilize dual polarizations using a single carrier frequency. Additionally, the OFDM engine employed by the Lite allows the system to cope with severe channel conditions, making it an effective solution for line-of-sight, near line-of-sight, and non-line-of-sight applications. The purpose of this video is to provide a brief overview of the installation requirements and to highlight the simple techniques that should be used to ensure a successful installation. Aside from the configuration requirements, which can be found in the quick reference guide, there are 3 basic steps to the Harmony Lite installation: hardware assembly and installation, power and cabling, and alignment. The standard hardware installation kit will consist of a DragonWave Lite radio and a PoE power injector. The outdoor mounting kits that are provided for each device do require some basic assembly, but for the purpose of this video we have pre-assembled the mounting kits and attached them to their respective devices. The full mounting kit assembly instructions are included with each device. For this particular demonstration, we will be using the DragonWave Lite radio with a fully integrated antenna. But DragonWave also offers external antenna options for applications that require additional antenna gain. The installation tool list consists of a standard 1/2 inch socket or wrench, which is required to tighten the full mounting kit assemblies to the mast, a number 2 Phillips screwdriver to remove the PoE lid, and a small flathead screwdriver to connect the DC power to the PoE terminals. The standard radio mounting kit can be used on masts up to 3 inches in diameter. However, in applications where the mast size exceeds 3 inches, the mounting bracket is equipped with 4 holes that will accommodate hose clamps or metal strapping that can be used to attach the radio to the mast. For this demonstration, we are using smaller masts, so the standard mounting bracket can be used. The PoE mounting kit will accommodate mast sizes up to 5 inches in diameter. It is recommended that all Ethernet connections are made before applying power to the PoE. You will also need to keep in mind that the total Ethernet cable distance from the bottom end network connection to the radio cannot exceed 100 meters. With respect to the radio mounting kit, you will want to make sure that the horizontal and vertical adjustment bolts are tightened prior to the installation to ensure that the radio is in a stable position while it is being attached to the mast. Once it has been attached, the bolts can be loosened slightly to allow for vertical and horizontal adjustments. When attaching the radio, you want to ensure that it is positioned with the radio handle pointing upwards so that when the cable connections are made, the cables exit the cable enclosure at the bottom of the radio. This is to ensure that the device is properly weatherproofed. To attach the radio to the mast, simply thread the 3-inch screws through the rear mounting bracket into the mating bracket that is attached to the radio. Make sure that the radio is oriented in the general direction of the desired path, and tighten the screws with a 1/2 inch socket or wrench. Similarly, the PoE device can be attached to the mast using the PoE supplied mounting kit, which will accommodate mast sizes up to 5 inches in diameter. Ensure that the PoE is positioned with the cable entry glands pointing down. To attach the PoE to the mast, position the previously assembled 6-inch screws through the rear mounting bracket. Make sure that the PoE is positioned with the cables exiting down the mast and tighten the screws with a 1/2 inch socket or wrench. The Lite radio and PoE both come with a 6-gauge stranded copper grounding cable. This cable must be installed to ensure that devices are protected from potential electrical surges. The grounding points can be found at the back of the Lite radio chassis and at the side of the PoE chassis. Before the Ethernet and power connections can be made, you will first need to remove the lid on the PoE and open up the cable enclosure on the radio. A standard 2-inch Phillips screwdriver can be used for both. The PoE is equipped with a terminal block to allow for the -48 volts DC power connections. Attach the DC feed to the -48 volt terminal and the common feed to the return terminal. Once the power connections have been made, the Ethernet cable connections can be made. To ensure the proper grounding, shielded, outdoor-rated Cat5e or Cat6 Ethernet cables are required for both the radio to the PoE and the PoE to the network. Although the Lite is equipped with 2 Ethernet ports, all of the power, data, and management traffic can be provided to the Lite over a single Ethernet cable. The single cable method will be used for our demonstration. For the radio connection, attach one end of the cable to the PoE Ethernet port and the other to the Ethernet 1 port on the radio. Note that the Ethernet 1 port is closest to the cable entry point on the housing. For the connection, attach the network cable to the ETH port inside the PoE. Once all of the connections have been made, reattach the PoE lid, ensure that the cable grommets have been tightened, and close the radio cable housing lid. Power can now be applied to the PoE and radio. Assuming that the radios have been properly configured and a spectrum scan has been performed, a full pan and tilt alignment can now be performed. Although the alignment method will depend on the link environment and the type of link that you're attempting to establish, typically the alignment will start with a full horizontal adjustment of the radio. The Lite radio is equipped with a BNC port that can be used to monitor the signal quality and strength. The port provides a voltage output that corresponds directly to the EVM and RSSI values that are being reported by the device. The first 2 digits represent the signal quality, EVM, and the second 2 digits represent the signal strength, RSSI. If the environment allows for a laptop to be used, the alignment can also be monitored from the web GUI by logging into the management interface of the device. This can be performed by connecting an Ethernet cable from the laptop LAN port to the Ethernet port on the PoE. IP connectivity instructions can be found in the Lite Quick Reference Guide. Once an alignment monitoring method has been selected, the alignment can be started by loosening the horizontal adjustment bolt slightly and slowly panning the radio until the best possible received signal is achieved. While it may not always apply to line-of-sight links, non-line-of-sight links may rely on reflective multipath signals to achieve the best possible signal. For this reason, it is recommended that a full horizontal pan is performed. Once the best signal has been achieved, tighten the horizontal adjustment bolt and repeat the process for the vertical alignment. For any additional information on the Lite installation, please refer to the product manual, quick reference guide, and installation training slides.